Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Tuesday, April 15, 2025. In the headlines, Agriculture Minister says Ludbur situation is a simple problem that can be easily fixed in response to farmers' complaint. Former Youth Minister admits to a reduction in Imani trainees. Government obtains copy of the country's seismic data set critical to Grenada's exploration of potential hydrocarbon resources. The Caribbean Examinations Council's transformational agenda explained ahead of the May-June examinations. Also in the news regionally, CARICOM calls for systemic discrimination to be addressed. Internationally, atrocities and starvation grip Darfur as Sudan's war enters third year. Plus, in the sports news, Windward's complete 8-wicket victory over Leeward's in under-15 opener in Antigua. We'll bring you the details right after these words.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Lennox Andrews, has responded to farmers in Ludbur over their water situation. Rena Thomas has this update.
Minister for Agriculture Honorable Lennox Andrews has dismissed claims that the Ministry of Agriculture deliberately disconnected farmers' access to water in Ludbur Maribo area, calling the situation a simple problem that can be easily fixed. During a visit to the site last week, Minister Andrews acknowledged that concerns over water supply have circulated on social media, sparked by a single farmer's post. However, he sought to clarify that the issue stemmed from a broken main and not an intentional act by the ministry. The solution, he explained, lies in reconnecting the damaged pipelines and repairing a leaking dam that supports irrigation in the area.
It's a wrong statement. It's an unfair statement to say that the ministry is the one that has cut off the water. There was a broken main, a broken connection, and Nawasa had to close it because the water was flowing. That is the main issue that caused them not to be getting water. So once this is reconnected, they will get the water. And that's why I'm saying that I'm going to ask Nawasa to come back and fix that main that they cut off, reopen it so that they can get the water. Good. The ministry water will flow down because it's down a hill. It will flow down, and we will get adequate water to attend to our own work. But it is not correct to say the ministry has cut them off. The ministry didn't cut them off.
Ulrich Matthew, one of the farmers impacted by this water interruption, had a different explanation with a document supporting his claim.
The situation is here now in Ludbur here is that our water source being cut off from us by Miss Alison Haynes. She is the chief agronomist of the country, and she cut off our water, stating that the Lordbo farmers causing the Merbo Agriculture Station to not be able to function properly because the water supply that we are using is shortage for them. Since in April she gave us a letter, but mid she stated that in 30 days time the water supply will be cut off. So what we are asking and what we are really want to know that who give the authority from the Ministry?
During his visit, the minister learned that some farmers and nearby residents also have broken lines, contributing to water loss. He emphasized the importance of farmers taking personal responsibility for maintaining their infrastructure.
Of course, there are other issues we could consider. I mean, there is a particular farmer, he has a main connection from the source. Ideally, that shouldn't be. Good, not he alone, there are two others. They have a main connection from the source, which will reduce the gravity flow for the other farmers. That, of course, we can address. And then there is the issue with the neighbors who have connections as well. And these neighbors also have pipelines that are broken and remain unattended. They have to fix it, and I mean we will make an appeal to them to fix to mend their broken lines. It's a case where farmers themselves have to take responsibility, right? The other issue is the dam itself. The dam has to be cleaned. They used to go and clean the dam for themselves. They're not doing that anymore. They're not working together. Good. So I think I would also have to have a general meeting with all the farmers as well once the main is fixed and put certain responsibility in their hands.
He described the situation as overblown and called for fairness and truth, reiterating that there was no deliberate disconnection. Christina John, GBN News.
Former Youth Minister Ron Redhead, currently serving as Public Relations Officer for the National Democratic Congress, said that several of the private sector entities that employed Imani trainees were engaging in the exploitation of cheap labor for profit. Speaking on last Sunday's Heartbeat, a one-hour talk show by the NDC aired on a local radio station and social media, Redhead admitted that there has now been a reduction in the number of trainees in the system. He said the ministry engaged directly with companies that have young people as trainees, which gave them the option to either hire or terminate them from the service.
In their establishment. And the ultimatum is simple. Hire them and pay them in accordance with the minimum wage, or we'll pull them from your establishment and we will have to do and get jobs for them. Now, in some instances, some agreed, in others, they did not. The predicament that we face right now is that we, the government of Grenada, is paying young people in the name of training of a program created by the former administration to provide free subsidized labor for private sectors.
Describing the behavior of some employers as exploitative, Redhead said that no government should encourage such a practice.
In 2025, no government should be encouraging such a practice, whether they want to pay half of the stipend or the next half. The fact of the matter is, if you're training and that time has elapsed, there is a conflict, in my humble opinion, even with the labor laws, because it says that if you enter an establishment and you work for 6 months, by right, naturally, you should flow into some level of permanency. Yeah. Right?
Either they want you or they don't.
Or they don't want you, because in 6 months you must be able to tell if somebody is capable of doing the work or task that you want them to do. And so, just the 18-month job training is a cause for concern and the need to review.
Other news, the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, has been repositioning itself to enhance its relevance in the changing educational landscape. This involves digital transformation, regional expansion, and strengthening partnerships. Christina John reports.
April 15th marked the official start of the May-June examination, beginning with the customary oral examinations in foreign languages. The Caribbean Examination Council said more than 100,000 candidates are registered to sit more than 600,000 subject entries. Come 2026, there will be some adjustment to exams offered electronically. Dr. Wayne Wesley, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer of the Caribbean Examination Council, said this strategic repositioning marks the beginning of the CXC transformation agenda and the beginning of the end for the Caribbean Examination Council as we know it.
Continue to execute our digital transformation strategy, specifically as it relates to electronic assessment. Kindly note that effective January 2026, all examination administered in the January sessions will be offered electronically, either as e-assessment or hybrid e-assessment. In situations where candidates are unable to write the examinations electronically, they will be accommodated in the May-June sessions, where both paper-based and e-assessment will be administered.
Dr. Wesley explained the three components.
The modernization of our governance system, which involves a review of CXC's Article of Agreement to include expanded stakeholder representation, enhanced accountability structures, relevant expertise and prudent oversight, and appropriate board organs committee created to ensure adherence to policy mandates. Secondly, organizational redesign. This speaks to redesigning within a resilient construct to make CXC fit for purpose in carrying out its duty of care to the regional education system. The third element of the repositioning strategy is that of reimagining assessment and certification.
Dr. Wesley also highlighted the new form of qualification that has been developed, which places the learner at the forefront. This new qualification will take into consideration how students learn, the pace at which they learn, and the amount of content they can absorb at any one time. Dr. Wesley said they have started this modular with both English and mathematics. The first pilot for the CTEC certification will be rolled out in September 2025.
Typical and individualized approach options will provide a greater level of flexibility for the system. So what is this new qualification CXC is coming out with? It is our qualification that currently will be at the same standard of CSEC and CAPE. It will be utilizing the same syllabus. It will focus on related and relevant learning outcomes, as well as providing for the progressive achievement of competencies. And of course, non-terminal, and hence the progressive nature of the syllabus. This new qualification is what we call the Caribbean Targeted Education Certificate, CTEC. This CTEC, along with the suite of credentials that we offer, will be our micro-credential and will be awarded to students who successfully achieve a module. Then this will lead up into our intermediate credential, which you're already familiar with, our CSEC and CAPE, which will be awarded to those who achieve a defined set of modules for a subject or the full subject going forward.
Christelina John, GBN News.
The Grenada Union of Teachers, GUT, officially opened its 63rd annual conference under the theme Abounding in Possibilities for Development, focusing on transformative changes in the education sector and the evolving role of educators in a rapidly advancing technological age. More in this report.
Keynote speaker Pamela Duncan addressed educators, stakeholders and policy influencers during the opening ceremony held at the St. John's Christian Secondary School. In a stirring address, she emphasized the importance of teachers cultivating a strong moral conscience to navigate complex societal issues such as injustice and prejudice. Duncan called on teachers to not be just educators, but also facilitators of social awareness and critical thinking.
Short, conscience serves as a sensor. guiding teachers to act with integrity, compassion, and a deep sense of responsibility towards students, the profession, and society.
Duncan stressed the need for a reformed education sector that is deeply connected to the societal context of Grenada. She encouraged more active teacher involvement in policy-making processes, emphasizing that teachers must have a seat at the table when decisions about education are made.
Many of the policymakers are themselves former teachers who seem to forget that ours are the hands that shape the future. So our views must be used in shaping policy.
A significant portion of our address focused on the transformative impact of artificial intelligence, or AI, on education. Duncan acknowledged the vast opportunities AI presents for enhanced learning and personalized instruction. However, she also issued a cautionary note about the potential pitfalls, particularly the implications for the job market and the ethical concerns surrounding AI development. She referenced the warnings of Geoffrey Hinton, widely recognized as the godfather of AI, who expressed growing concern about the pace and direction of AI advancement.
A man who, in May 2023, left Google Brain because he wanted to speak more freely about his worries over AI.
Duncan encouraged teachers to embrace technology while maintaining a critical perspective, stressing the importance of preparing students for a future where human values and technological innovation must coexist. The 63rd GUT Conference, a two-day event, features a series of workshops, panel discussions, and strategic planning sessions aimed at empowering educators and strengthening Grenada's education system for the future. Cherry Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Still to come in network news, government obtains copy of the country's seismic data set, critical to Grenada's exploration of potential hydrocarbon resources. Back in a moment.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Arise Credit Union. Arise's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Arise's Own Your Own loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arisescu.com.
Boy, they gonna fly with kite now. The wind picking up. I'm coming. Karim, what are you doing? Fly my kite. Yeah, but not here. You can't fly kite near power lines, boy. Why not? The wind good. Because mommy say kite threads conduct electricity. Yeah, kite. He's right. If your kite gets stuck in power lines, you can cause power outages, or even worse, it can get shocked. Come, let's go and fly them in the pasture. Yeah, that makes sense.
Grenland, energizing our Grenada.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. I am a Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $40,000. Why pass upon this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
Tracksuit, water bottle, sneakers. It's time. Let's get ready to join us on the road this year for Port Bank's annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Tell your family and friends, and let's get moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Carry a coup. Come out in your numbers on Sunday, April 6th from 4 p.m. as we pump it up from Alexis Food Store's car park to the Hillsborough Tennis Court. On Sunday, May 4th, the action is on the mainland. We're hitting the road at 4 p.m. from Monrouge Playing Field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Registration ends on May 2nd or while stocks last. So get your packages today. Individual packages cost $20. For groups of 3 or more, packages cost $15 each. Proceeds go towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Visit our website for more details. See you on the road for
Welcome home.
Grenada, get ready for the most anticipated kids event on Saturday, 19th April, Easter Saturday.
They not like us.
It's the Easter Kids Extravaganza.
Easter Kids Extravaganza.
Monrouge Playing Field, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Enjoy rides, slides, obstacle courses, rock climb, bouncy castle, go-kart, and much, much more.
Mom, I love this.
Then from 6 p.m. we move stateside for special performances. Come see the mind-blowing illusions and mesmerizing dancers from the overseas acts. Soca performances from Guana, Shekwan, Black Barbie, and Young Man. Admission kids only $5, adults $10. Parents, guardians, get the kids ready. Easter Saturday, Monrouge Playing Field. Something no kid wanna miss. It's the Easter Kids Extravaganza.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all. GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, health facilities and NGOs across Grenada have received a major boost with a donation of over 700 boxes of syringes from Advocacy Inc., Grenada, and the US-based Perfecting Faith Church. Rena Pitt Thomas was on hand for the presentation.
Hospitals and health facilities under the Ministry of Health, along with various NGOs across Grenada, are the beneficiaries of a generous donation of medical syringes and needles. Advocacy Inc. Grenada and Perfecting Faith Church, based in the United States, facilitated the purchase and shipment of a 40-foot container filled with approximately 700 boxes of syringes valued at over US $45,000. Michelle Brathwaite, president of Advocacy in Grenada, highlighted the importance of the initiative.
You know, it is very important for civil societies to be partnering with government because government cannot do it alone. So it's not by chance that we are partnering on this venture. It is all about a shared commitment to the health and well-being of the people of Grenada. Why syringes? It plays a critical role in immunization. It plays a critical role in emergency care. It plays a critical role in chronic disease management and much more.
A key player in making the donation possible was His Majesty's opposition leader, Mrs. Emmeline Pear, who also represented Perfecting Faith Church. In her remarks, she emphasized the significance of the donation as a meaningful step towards improving healthcare in Grenada.
But I also felt that there are organizations on island who would have to have those supplies, and I'm sure it costs quite a lot to source them and to have them in adequate supply. And so I felt that this organization would do an excellent job in ensuring across the board both government benefit as much as the government Ministry of Health would need to benefit, and as well as other organizations, inclusive of some of our doctors who provide community services.
Receiving the donations on behalf of their respective organizations were Mrs. Rosalind Alexis, president of the Grenada Diabetes Association, Miss Motley Williams from the Grenada Association of Retired Persons, and Dorio Alexander, executive director of the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association. All recipients expressed their deep gratitude to Advocacy Inc. Grenada and the Perfecting Faith Church for their continued support and commitment to the nation's health sector.
Persons have to check twice per day, 3 times, after every meal and before and after. So we would be extremely grateful for the contribution of the syringes and able to supply persons who really need it.
Our mission is to look to make sure our seniors are being looked after. It's so surprising to be in certain organizations to hear the needs that is in Grenada.
And we are very grateful, extremely grateful to this organization for the advocacy for this contributions, the donations of syringes, and we trust that it will go a long way in helping with the work of the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association.
Rena Pitt Thomas, GBN News.
fantastic gesture. Thank you, Advocacy Grenada Inc. and the US-based Perfecting Faith Church. This story to report the government of Grenada has officially obtained a copy of the country's seismic data set gathered during a 2018 survey of the Grenada Maritime Basin by the international firm GeoXMCG LLC. Here's what we can tell you. The seismic data critical to Grenada's exploration of potential hydrocarbon resources was handed over during a transmittal ceremony at the Ministerial Complex last week. The ceremony followed months of negotiations between GeoXMCG LLC and Grenada's Hydrocarbon Technical Working Group. We can tell you too, the delegation from GeoXMCG LLC was led by company president Robert Soley, who presented the data set to Nazim Burke, chairman of the Technical Working Group. Burke described the gesture as a demonstration of good faith on the company's part and expressed gratitude on behalf of the government. In 2018, GeoXMCG LLC conducted the survey and submitted a draft seismic data transfer and revenue sharing agreement to the administration at the time. The agreement proposed that Grenada would receive a copy of the data and a share of the revenue from sublicensing to international oil companies. However, no formal agreement was concluded at that time. The matter resurfaced in September 2023 when Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell became aware of the draft agreement after the company reported an incident involving a fraudulent individual posing as a government representative and attempting to negotiate terms. With the data now in hand, both parties are finalizing the agreement to ensure Grenada can benefit from future licensing and revenue sharing opportunities. This story to report, Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Entwine, has reaffirmed the strength of the EC dollar. Despite global economic uncertainties, the EC dollar remains strong and is expected to stay that way. That was the assurance from Entwine in addressing the issue during the opening of the 9th Annual Growth and Resilience Dialogue. Here's more from SKN Newsline.
Despite global economic uncertainties, the Eastern Caribbean dollar remains strong and is expected to stay that way. That's the assurance from Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Entwine, who addressed the issue during the opening of the 9th Annual Growth and Resilience Dialogue held at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank.
At this moment, the backing is 98%. The law requires us to be at 60%. With foreign reserves of $6 billion and growing, as you can see on screen. Our EC dollar has stood the test of time. Over nearly 5 decades, our EC dollar has withstood multiple shocks, and it will withstand this tariff shock. So all this speculation about the devaluation of the EC dollar, that's one thing you do not have to worry about. The other things we have to worry about, that is not one.
Governor Entwine urged regional leaders to adopt a growth mindset and push forward with regional integration to better position the region against external economic shocks.
We must now intensify our focus and implementation of the Big Push agenda, especially in the pursuit of food and nutrition security and energy security. And third, we must accelerate the scope and pace of regional integration and collective action. The Big Push agenda is on screen, and I merely want to focus on food and nutrition security and energy security just for a moment. As the chart indicates on the next slide, you would recognize that our food import bill is a challenge for which we must meet and address. We have considerable work to do to reduce our food import bill because, as you can see, over the last several years, rather than declining, it has actually increased. And the thing about it is that when the economy rebounds, as we did after the pandemic, food imports actually go up. And that's what we've seen. So we got to get our food imports down, significantly down.
Also addressing the gathering on Thursday, April 10th, was Director General of the OECS, Dr. Didicus Jules. He challenged stakeholders not only to talk about the region's challenges, but take meaningful action.
This year's theme, In Pursuit of Extraordinary Excellence, invites us to break free from the bonds of business as usual. And I'm on the same page with Governor in that regard. Break free from those bonds of business as usual. It is not just about thinking ahead of the curve. It is also thinking differently about what we need to do. We need to embrace radical shifts required for the region to thrive in the 21st century. It is a challenge that resonates deeply with the OECS Commission's own mission to advance regional integration, sustainable development, and resilience. Because in the face of all of this, only a resolute integration construct that upholds collaboration over competition, that exercises imagination over inertia, and constructs resilient systems over rigid structures can survive.
G-Cruise conducts study tour with regional water experts. This story after the break.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
How am I supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart, be prepared, invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Need to install or repair your plumbing? We've got you covered. Whether you're setting up a new washing machine, replacing a leaking faucet, or fixing that pesky dripping pipe, the Plumbing Supply Store is your go-to place in Grenada. We offer a wide range of plumbing products to make both new installations and maintenance a breeze. Our shelves are stocked with top quality products including pressure and waste fittings. And if you've been struggling with blocked drains, have you heard of Melt? This powerful drain-unblocker liquid is a game changer, designed to prevent and clear blockages, making it ideal for hairdressers dealing with clogged wash sinks. We also carry a wide selection of repair kits and replacement parts to bring new life to all plumbing fixtures. Visit us today on the Woodlands Main Road or call 444-1377 for expert advice, top-notch products, and a warm welcome. At the Supply Store, we do everything plumbing.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry, at Quartz, we've got you. Need to upgrade your home? Get new arrivals in dining. Plus, buy more and save more on bedroom sets and get an additional 10% on credit purchases of any bedroom set. Want quality products that provide value at the best prices backed by full warranty? We've got you. Plus, shop today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Whatever you need, we've got you. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're hiding me. 4 big performances performances Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grand Anse, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Classic Lighting Caribbean.
on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
In response to the growing climate challenges across the Caribbean, the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada GCRUISE project continues to serve as a model for regional replication with a focus on enhancing water resilience. More from Janil Rubin.
A recent peer-to-peer review and study trip organized by the Climate Resilient Water Sector in Grenada GCRUISE project offered a unique opportunity to engage in a collaborative exchange of knowledge, strategies, and best practices aimed at strengthening climate resilience in the water sector. The study trip brought together key stakeholders from the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. Participants observed firsthand the implementation of water resilience strategies, engaged with project stakeholders, and assessed the effectiveness of the project as a model for addressing the region's pressing climate challenges. Director of the Nevis Integrated Water Resource Management Unit, Mr. Floyd Robinson, highlighted the engagement with the public and the civil works as two of his key takeaways. According to Robinson, their Transwater project has passed the project preparation stage.
These tanks are absolutely wonderful. We do have a few of them on Nevis. So these are actually well put together, the pipelines and everything else. And just the whole way in which you guys are going about the project implementation has really been mind-opening for me. We are here, as you mentioned, in terms of studying, so a number of ideas we're going to take back, and hopefully when our project comes, and even with stuff that we're doing now, doesn't have to be a project the size of this one, we would definitely have things that we could improve on Nevis.
Director of the Water Resource Management Agency in St. Lucia, Mr. Jason Ernest, expressed his appreciation for the study tour, which provided critical insights that will inform the preparation of their concept note, which is currently in the draft stages for submission to the Green Climate Fund, GCF.
Someone involved in the water sector, very interested to see exactly what Grenada was doing, especially looking at the similarities with what St. Lucia already has on the ground, basically looking at best practices or, hearing about the lessons learned. So for me, it was very interesting coming out, looking at the terrain, similar in terms of the complexities, in terms of putting up the infrastructure, where the treatment plants are, where the sources are, how it gets back, what are the plans for the future in terms of maintenance.
The study trip also supported the strengthening of existing cooperative frameworks, such as the Regional Climate and Water Resource Community, RCWRC, established under the project in 2022. Head of the project, GIZ GCRUISE, Ms. Marian Geis, says the RCWRC ensures knowledge sharing with regional countries.
Thank you, Janil Rubin. Sports news coming up. Stay close.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and nice. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Spring Salt Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
One venue, 3 cars, $35,000 in cash. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the big one because
cars on Saturday, May 3rd from 6 p.m. Get set for the biggest event for 2025. The massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo. At the National Stadium, you can win 3 mint-condition cars, a Suzuki Ignis, a Suzuki Swift Sports, and a Honda Vezel Plus. But wait, that's not all. You can also win $35,000 in cash.
Whoa, is this real?
Yes, it is. 3 cars plus $35,000 in cash. Tickets are $60 for one or $100 for two. This will definitely be the event for 2025. Don't miss the massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo. Saturday, May 3rd at the National Stadium. Brought to you by Carib. It's the way we play.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. The Grenada Boys Secondary School is set to compete at the 2025 Penn Relays, one of the leading track and field events in the United States. There you go. The meet will be held from April 24 to 26 at Philadelphia's historic Franklin Field, featuring an electrifying lineup of relay races, including the 4x100, 4x200, 4x400, and 4x800 meter events. Team GBSS comprises Cashy Stephen, Josh Thomas, Jaylon St. Louis, Jaden Pear, Nathan Hilaire, Antoine Aline, Nathaniel Alfred, and Rishon Daniel. There they are. The Penn Relays attract a diverse and competitive field, from standout high school sprinters to elite collegiate runners and world-class club athletes. It all serves not only as a platform for emerging talent, but also as a celebration of athletic excellence and sportsmanship on a global scale. Windward Islands are off to a winning start in the West Indies Rising Stars Under-15 Championship. They completed a clinical 8-wicket victory over the Leeward Islands in their opener. Opting to field after winning the toss, the junior Windward Stars made light work of Leewards, bowling them out for 109. Jordan Charles returned figures of 3 for 28. In reply, the Windwards overhauled the target, losing 2 wickets in the process. 2 Grenadians are on the Windward squad, Jamie Wickham and Jeremy Edwards. Manager Johnson Richardson expressed full confidence in the team. 6 regional teams will battle it out across 5 thrilling rounds of 50-over cricket at 4 historic venues: Coolidge Cricket Ground, Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, Antigua Recreation Ground, and Liberta Sports Ground. The team with the most points at the end of the tournament will be crowned champions. This youth tournament is a crucial stepping stone for the next generation of West Indies cricket stars. The West Indies women's team suffered a major blow to their hopes of qualifying for the ICC Women's World Cup after falling to a comprehensive 65-run defeat against Pakistan in their third match of the ICC Women's World Cup qualifier on Monday. After a stuttering campaign that began with an 11-run loss to Scotland, briefly revived by a narrow 6-run win over Ireland, this latest result leaves the regional side's qualification ambitions hanging by a thread. Batting first at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, Pakistan women posted 191 all-out, a modest but competitive total, built on a patient 54 from Sidra Amin, with support from Muniba Ali, 33, and Sidra Nawaz, 23. The West Indies bowlers worked hard to keep the scoring rate down, with Hayley Matthews 2 for 30, Afi Fletcher 2 for 39, and Karishma Ramarak 2 for 55 among the wickets. Young spinner Ashwini Munasar continued to show promise, finishing with 1 for 29 from her 10 overs. However, any hopes that the West Indies had of chasing down the target quickly crumbled in a disastrous start to their innings. Captain Hayley Matthews was trapped LBW by Pakistan skipper Fatima Sana on the very first ball of the innings, setting the tone for what would become a shambolic chase. Despite brief resistance from the middle order, Aliyah Aline, 22, Shabika Gashnabi, 21, and Stephanie Taylor, 17, the Caribbean side was bowled out for just 126 in 39.2 overs. All right, finally in the sports news, 12 national swimmers are in their final round of preparation for the 38th Carifta Aquatic Championships to be held in Trinidad from April 17 to 23. They are Kira Cowish, Tilly Collymore, Sarah Dowden, Kristen Gresham, Glennis Angelina, Jackson Bain, and Zia Oliver. The others are Giselle Francis, Caleb Williams, Ethan Gunpart, Jacob Collymore, Patrick Dowden, and Ethan Chufuk. There are 6 first-timers to the team this year. Among them, Ethan Gunpart, Ethan Chufuk, Caleb Williams, Patrick Dowden, and Glennis Angelina Jackson Bain. Kira Cowish, Tilly Collymore, and Sarah Dowden, based off Ireland, have competed in several international competitions, including the Commonwealth Games and Junior and Senior Worlds, and Collymore in the 2024 Paris Olympics. They are also previous Carifta medalists. That's the sports news for now. Secretary General of the Caribbean Community, Dr. Carla Barnett, addressed the 4th session of the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent, saying systemic inequality, racial discrimination, and reparatory justice are among critical issues that ought to be addressed. The session has been held at the United Nations headquarters in New York from April 14 to 17.
Systemic inequality, racial discrimination, and reparatory justice are among crucial issues that ought to be addressed during the second International Decade for People of African Descent. That's according to the Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett. She made those comments while she addressed the 4th session of the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent at the United Nations headquarters today. Dr. Barnett said for the global African community, those issues remain a top priority, and CARICOM will continue to champion the need for recognition, justice, and development for people of African descent.
The second International Decade for People of African Descent provides renewed impetus to advance CARICOM's own reparations agenda for repair, justice, and development of people of African descent, as well as for our indigenous peoples. It is an opportunity to confront the consequences of European colonization and enslavement, and to call attention to the enduring legacies of these historical injustices.
The CARICOM chair also said the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent is taking place at a time when Haiti, a country in crisis, is still without reparation.
Reparations for Haiti continues to be central to CARICOM's reparations claim. April 2025 marks the bicentenary of the indemnity of 150 million francs imposed on Haiti by France as reparations for loss of property, including enslaved Africans, as a precondition for recognizing the island's independence.
And she also said the negative economic and social effects of the historical injustice are painfully clear, with arguable links to the situation in Haiti today. While commending the Permanent Forum for placing the spotlight on Haiti, Dr. Barnett said this anniversary presents an opportunity to bring global attention and a deeper understanding of the situation in Haiti. She said it also serves as a call to action to address the ongoing security, humanitarian, and governance crisis in that country. The fourth session of the Permanent Forum on People of African Descent, she said, not only coincides with the second International Decade for People of African Descent, but it is also being held at a time when the African Union is observing 2025 as the year for justice for Africans and people of African descent through reparations.
Gordon Mosley with that report. Sudan's two-year war, a power struggle between the army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, has triggered the world's largest humanitarian crisis, displacing 13 million people. In Darfur, an RSF siege has blocked aid for over a year, starving hundreds of thousands as villages face burning and looting. Atrocities including mass killings, sexual violence, and ethnic attacks likely amounts to crimes against humanity, although the RSF denies targeting civilians. More in this Al Jazeera report.
It's a conflict that's been described by international organizations as the world's largest humanitarian crisis, displacing more than 13 million people. In Sudan's western Darfur region, the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces have imposed a siege that's been ongoing for nearly a year, blockading aid and critical supplies, leaving hundreds of thousands on the brink of starvation.
We're tired and frustrated. We haven't received a single thing. As far as how we got here, it was after great hardship and exhaustion. It took us 2 full days to reach this place after being displaced.
Their story, unfortunately, is not unique. 2 years of war in Sudan has been waged at a catastrophic human cost across the country. In late 2023, the RSF began its takeover of the Darfur region, capturing 4 out of the 5 states there, with the exception of the north. And in April of last year, the siege on North Darfur's capital, Al-Fashir, began. The United Nations says the RSF has committed serious abuses during the course of the fighting, including mass killing, forcefully expelling populations, kidnapping, and rape. These abuses, according to the UN, likely amount to crimes against humanity.
64 villages were burnt down. Property and livestock were looted by the rapid support forces. In addition, marketplaces, shops, goods and food supplies were deliberately set on fire by the RSF in order to starve people in the area.
The people of northern Darfur continue to live in fear, facing starvation, military advances, and ethnic killings as the war rages on. Hamda Salhout, Al Jazeera.
We'll be right back. A reminder of the headlines. Agriculture Minister Lennox Andrews says Ludbur's situation is a simple problem that can be easily fixed in response to farmers' complaint. Former Youth Minister Ron Redhead admits to a reduction in Imani trainees. Government obtains copy of the country's seismic data set critical to Grenada's exploration of potential hydrocarbon resources. The Caribbean Examinations Council's transformational agenda explained ahead of the May-June examinations. Also in the news, regionally, CARICOM calls for systemic discrimination to be addressed. Internationally, atrocities and starvation grip Darfur as Sudan's war enters third year. Plus, in the sports news, Windward's complete 8-wicket victory over Leeward's in under-15 opener in Antigua. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom for the moment. Thank you for having chosen the broadcast. Good night.